Thank you for being with us on the Feast of St. Roderick. Our top story tonight, President Donald Trump welcomes NATO's Secretary General to the White House. The visit comes as Russian President Vladimir Putin said today that Russia agrees in principle with the United States' 30-day ceasefire proposal, but the terms need to be worked out, and that includes several hurdles, and President Trump is monitoring what all transpires in current ongoing discussions. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Tracy, good evening to you. Regarding those ongoing discussions, President Trump said today he's getting word that things are going okay in Russia, but adding it doesn't mean anything until he hears what the final outcome is.
President Donald Trump hosts NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte.
We're going to be discussing a lot of things. Obviously, we'll be discussing what's happening with respect to Ukraine and Russia.
Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, made a trip to Russia to meet with President Vladimir Putin.
At this moment, we have people talking in Russia. We have representatives over there, Steve Witkoff and others, and they're in very serious discussions. As you know, Ukraine has agreed, subject to this, what's happening today, to a complete ceasefire, and we hope Russia will do the same.
At a news conference in Moscow regarding the proposed ceasefire, Putin emphasized it should pave the way to lasting peace. Another issue for Putin, whether Ukraine could use the ceasefire to continue mobilization and rearmament. Russia claims its troops have driven the Ukrainian army out of a key town in Russia's Kursk border region. Putin says it's necessary to determine before a ceasefire whether those Ukrainian troops will lay down weapons and surrender.
We want it to stop. It's also a tremendous cost to the United States and to other countries. And it's something that would have never happened if I were president, and it makes me very angry to see that it did happen.
And finally, Ukraine, you broke the deadlock. As you said, all the killing, the young people dying, cities getting destroyed. The fact that you did that you started the dialogue with the Russians, and the successful talks in Saudi Arabia now with the Ukrainians. I really want to commend you for this.
Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is discussing the war in Ukraine with his counterparts at a G7 meeting hosted by Canada.
So, of course, peace and stability is on the top of our agenda, and I look forward to discussing how we can continue to support Ukraine in the face of Russia's illegal aggression.
And tonight, Poland's president once again calling on the United States to deploy nuclear weapons to Poland as a deterrent to Russia, repeating an appeal made to the Biden administration back in 2022. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.